Yes, what's up everybody? Finally, I have every single car in one place. I'll wait till that swings back around. Finally, we can give you a full car tour garage update with everything we've got going on here. There's a lot been going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of trying and planning and getting stuff ready for each and every car. And let me just explain. So let's just start. Let's just not waste any time. I'm here with Sam behind the camera, so if there's anything wrong with the camera work, it's that guy. Blame him, at Sam Joey. But thank you very much, Sam, for being here once again. We're going to make this video awesome because of you. So, we'll start off with my daily driven BMW X5, the best car I've ever owned in my entire life. BMW, I love you for making this thing. Funny thing is with these, like, there's a video on my second channel that I haven't uploaded to in years, where I actually went to the BMW museum in Munich, and was it Munich? Bayern Munich. They beat Arsenal 5-1 that weekend. Yep, it was Munich. So I went round and they had, this was when this model was like the new one. And I actually say in the video, one day I'd love to own one of these. So it's cool that that dream got to come true. It might be an odd dream for some people, but for someone like me that travels around a lot on the roads, a car that's comfortable, reliable, and just super good on fuel, this is it. This one's kind of interesting as well. So this one came with the tow pack from BMW. Let's start off with all the boring stuff, shall we? So this one came out with a tow pack, so it's got an extra 500 kilograms of towing available. Obviously it helps when we're towing the race and drift cars around. It's now got 90k on it. I picked it up with 40, so I've done a lot of mileage in it. It's been absolutely amazing. It's not too expensive to run and maintain, but I have had to have some work done in it recently. So it had a recall for the EGR valve. I think that's the right word. Yeah, I think if it was that, I don't know. I just took it in and they did it for free. But while the car was in, if you come around here with me, Sam, while the car was in at BMW, I had to have the rear air suspension valve changed as well, because this rear corner kept sinking and then it wouldn't re-inflate, and it was horrendous. We didn't bother cleaning it for the video because it's like 400 degrees here today, and we've just done 3 of the cars, and that is enough for me in the few hours that we've had. So the X5 is my daily driver. It's been really, really great. My only complaint with this thing is the finish on the wheels that BMW use. It always corrodes around the badge, and I've got the fancy Rolls-Royce spinners in there, and it sometimes gets stuck and it's annoying. And even they've started to corrode, and it's really disappointing. But I will be getting these refurbed at some point with some of the other wheels on the other cars that you're going to see today. So yeah, the X5, amazing daily. I absolutely love it. It's one of the best cars I've ever owned. I love driving it. It's very comfortable. Oh, also mine doesn't have the seat bolster in it, and I think that's really weird that it doesn't have one, but it is what it is. It's whatever spec the guy put in it, I guess. Anyway, next up, my baby, my BMW M3 limited edition LE500 in mineral white with the leather pack, so it's got leather all on the dash and all that sort of stuff. But it's lowered on Öhlins coilovers. We've got AP racing brakes and work wheels with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s on the wheels. I wanted 4Ss, but we couldn't get them in the size I wanted on the rear, so we just settled for 4s for now. As we have just done a video on this, I won't go into too much detail, so go check out the video that me and Sam did a couple of weeks ago that will be linked in the top corner right now. But the car is now on about 53,000 miles, I want to say. So still relatively low miles for the age. It is a 13 reg. It's obviously been in this accident recently, which is really irritating down here, but it is going off. The insurance company have finally agreed to pay for the work, which was super annoying that they were holding out, but it's done now, and it's booked in at Car Support Restorations, who we'll talk about a little bit more later. But it's one of the best restoration shops in the area, hands down. I trust them with my cars. The cars they work on are worth £500,000 upwards sometimes. So the fact they're going to be working on my little BMW makes me very happy and very confident in their work. I love this car. It sounds amazing. We've got the 2.25 back box mod done on it with the front cat delete. It sounds incredible. It drives amazing. I just love this car. It's just so good. And other than the fault down here with the damage and the occasional gearbox overheating temperature thing, it keeps coming up. It hasn't done it since we did that video, so I don't know. But other than that, it's a brilliant car, and it's been giving me amazing life over the last few years. the things I've had done recently was all the underside got changed. Every single bushing and arm got replaced. The subframe got millway subframe bushes put in. Every single bush was OE other than the millway ones on the subframe, because the car drives best with them. We didn't want to make it too hard. We've got the DCT in the back, so we didn't want to mess with the diff. We just kept the car good and standard and nice. That was like the whole thing. I don't use this really on track. I did take it to Nürburgring. It was an amazing experience, but the car won't be seeing the Nürburgring until I have got many more laps under my belt and feel much more confident going around there. I feel like I'm happy to admit when a car is too much for me. I have never really done grip driving in anything this powerful, rear wheel drive, and I just felt out of my depth. And I also, can't believe I'm going to say it, but I kind of regret not buying a manual one for the track stuff. Going around with the DCT Auto just felt really weird. From forever I've driven manual cars. This was just always going to be like my nice GT car, and then having a DCT box, it was just weird. I think I would have preferred to have a manual one for track stuff, but I don't know. I've never driven a manual one, so I still love this. I still love the DCT for the road trips and stuff that I get to do in it, but for the Nürburgring, I think I'd have probably preferred a manual, which is a weird thing to say after all these years. But leading on, you'll see, we still have the Clio. Any of you that follow me on social media would have seen that I've been putting this up for sale recently, and I've had a couple of people interested, and unfortunately it's kind of done its Renault thing again, where it's just broken, and it's now the battery's disconnected at the minute, because if it wasn't, the alarm would be going off constantly, non-stop, with no way to stop it. I dropped it off to a specialist because it wouldn't start yet again. It was just going and then not starting. The most annoying thing in the world ever, because then the second I trailer it to the place, it starts. So they can never diagnose the fault. Well, now we think we've gotten to the bottom of it, and we think whatever alarm is in this car, whether it is the Renault one or an aftermarket one, I don't know. I think it is still the standard Renault one, has failed basically, and the immobilizer's just having a moment. So we need to get this fixed properly. I've got a specialist come in next week to have a look to see if it's an aftermarket one, then he can fix it. If it isn't, and it is the Renault system that's fault, he reckons I need to take it back to Renault. But Renault want £170 to diagnose the problem. Now BMW charge 150. So why is Renault more expensive than BMW? But I digress. That really wound me up. Anyway, this car will be sorted, because I've decided, because I have to spend more money on it that I don't want to spend. I did just want to sell it so we could put the money from this into the other vehicles. But if I have to spend money on this, and then it's going to be over what I've been advertising it for that it owes me, the car is going to stay in my possession for a little bit longer. I'm going to hit up BC Racing once this car is fixed. We cannot do anything with it until it's fixed. But we're going to hit up BC Racing for a set of coilovers. We're going to get a fresh set of tyres, whether we go for Nankang AR1s or some nice Yokohamas on there or something. We're going to get some really nice tyres on another set of wheels. So if there's any wheel companies out there that want to hit us up with a set of wheels for this, so we can run it on track. And then this is going to be the car that we hit up some grip days in next year. The plan is to do some tracks that I've never done. Really want to do Brands Hatch. I want to do Cadwell Park. Cadwell Park looks so much fun. Get a few snetty days in because it's local, so we can do evening ones, and really learn the car and learn grip racing again, because it's been so long since before I've done any grip driving, even like semi-seriously, even at track days. Like normally I go and do a few laps and then I'm like, man, this is boring, I like drifting. So like I need to get into that headspace of getting comfortable going fast around corners and knowing braking zones and not losing grip. And I think front wheel drive Clio will be perfect for me to learn again. And then we can get to Nürburgring, and it's going to be way cheaper on fuel. It's going to be cheaper if we wreck it, and it's just going to be more fun for me, I think, than the M3 for now, because I can learn in this, and then once I feel confident and comfortable, we can hop in the M3 and go and do it all again. But for now, let's talk about this, because I've had this car over a year now, I think. Let's ignore the faults, because it does have faults. Overall, this car is magic. They're so much fun. They remind me, oh sorry, we didn't wash this one, we probably should have, it's covered in spiderwebs. The car itself is just so much fun to drive. I love how it looks. I love the chunky arches. I always like it when a car that's the sport version has a different bodywork to the original car. I love it. I love the colour. The colour is just superb. It's got like that green tint in the gold and the yellow, and it's just beautiful. The Recaro seats that are in this car are amazing seats. The package for what I paid for it, which I have mentioned previously, so go and dig deep into the archives if you want to find that out. For an F1 edition car in the pearlescent yellow has been such a great enjoyment for me to have. I love driving. I even love ripping it around the B roads. It's so much fun. Such a great vehicle, and this is why I want to get it fixed. Yeah, I want to get this sorted so we can go and do a load more road trips, and that was the whole plan, man. Like, so this year I had planned to go to like France and do the route Napoleon and a load of stuff like that. But the car's had these faults where it just doesn't start. And I was not risking driving 16 hours down to the south of France to be stuck there. So once this is fixed and the alarm is all sorted and the immobilizer is all sorted, the car should be mega. It's got new brakes. The whole, once again, underside has been changed. All the bushes, all the ball joints, everything. The car, I've spent a lot of money making this car really good. And now it's got this stupid problem that it just won't resolve, and it's really irritating. But we will get it ready and get it done, because I do love this car and I want to get back into grip stuff, and I want to get back into that community as well. I miss it a lot, and I think we'll try really hard to do that soon. So once this is sorted, we'll be back out on track, and hopefully we can go with some more people and catch up with others. Just trying something else, isn't it? You know, I've done drifting for a long time over the last few years, a lot as well, and we need to manage to be able to do a bit of everything. So that's the Clio. If you've got any questions about any of these cars, by the way, that I'm not going over, please leave a comment. It will definitely help me with like the algorithms and stuff as well. So the more comments, the better. And I guess I should give away something to someone commenting. So what I will do is I'll give away a new t-shirt, one of the new 621 t-shirts that you'll see on the screen here, just for leaving a comment, and I'll pick it next week after a week of the video being online. So leave a comment down below. It can be about anything on the cars or what we're up to or anything like that. So, Sam, the next whip, the one that gets the prize place in the lineup, yeah, is the Peugeot 405. If anybody hasn't seen this before, this is Pierre. This is my Peugeot Pierre. It's Prince Andrew white underneath all the moss and the grime, and it stinks of gearbox oil, and it's the 1.6 auto, so it's the one that nobody wants. I'll tell you what, I should really tell you the story of why I've got this. I was a little bit not sober one night, and I looked on eBay, and then I woke up the next day and it said pay for your purchase, and I was like, what have I bought? Bought Pierre, innit? I'll tell you what though, I used this daily for a while. I did. When I got it, we got it fixed up, we put a new headlight in it, got the exhaust fixed, took it to get MOT, a legit MOT. It passed straight away as well, by the way. And I dailied it for a while, but then I spilled gearbox oil in it, and I decided that was that. I wasn't going to drive it around stinking of gearbox oil, and I've just never fixed it. It's actually a really good little car, to be fair, and the reason I've kept it is because no one wanted to buy it off me when I put it up for sale, so that's why it's still here. I think for now, what we'll do is get one of the detailing companies I work with, probably G3, are going to come down once we can arrange it, and we need to charge the battery, get it through another MOT, and then we're going to let them go crazy on the paint, because this I've let it grow a life here. You can see it's like really disgusting, and that is like perfect for a good little restoration, I reckon. I'd love to lower it and stuff, but to lower this thing, it's got that stupid rear beam on it that's old as shit, and it's gonna be a nightmare. But I think we might be able to do something with this in the future. I'm not going to get rid of it anymore. We're just going to kind of keep it around. It's not doing any harm, and it's a great paperweight for locking the Civic up with as well. So here's Pierre. We still have it. I don't know why. No one wanted to buy it, so it's not gone anywhere. Should we talk about this one now? In fact, no. We'll come back to this one. Shall we go into the jungle?
What do you think, Finn?
Finn does not like this heat, man. Hey, guess what? I've got no clutch. Oh, man. Nope. Okay. What a bummer.
It's clutch straight to the floor.
Yeah. Battery's fully dead as well. Oh well. Misery. Should we go film the other bits first and come back here later?
Yeah.
Sam, come with me. Before we talk about my two diamond cars, we're going to come in here. So in here we've got the MX5 that we are working on in the background of the channel on the members page. It's been a few weeks since we've done anything because we were waiting for stuff to arrive. That all arrived a couple of days ago, so we're going to ask Morgan to come and help finish the roof. If anybody's watching this in Morgan's helping me out. But he got COVID and he is not coming anywhere near me for the next few weeks while he's got COVID because I don't want COVID. So, I've got a spider on my hat. So, it's a little MX5 JDM import 1.6 with all the diff and all the cool nardy bits and stuff on it. So some really nice parts as well. We've got the Mazda Speed HT leads, Mazda Speed gear knob, HSD coilovers, all available. I say all HSD coilovers available through Purecon Modify. Then we've got just a load of nice stuff going on this car. It's got a bit of rust. If you can see, Sam, come in, I'll show you. The only bit of rust we've really found on the car itself is down here on the front wing. I'm deciding whether just to cut this out and try and make a new bit or just buy a new wing. They're £150 and then painting it. I don't really want to paint it, but whatever, man. We'll figure something out anyway. But overall, it's cleaning up actually fine. Sam, come around here, you can show the people. The engine bay's cleaning up really nice. We've got the headlights look brand new after a little quick job on that. But the car still needs a proper clean, which I'm kind of waiting for to see if any of the team from G3 want to come down and help me with it. And really show what they can do and their products can do. Or whether we, you know, where does this go? Where does this go?
Yeah, there.
Oh, there, yeah. So you can see, like, I gave it a little go here. So it's gonna. I think the paint's probably gonna need repainting at some point, but we'll try and figure it out. Maybe we'll hit one of the guys that do fair priced paints because I don't want to spend a lot of money on this, you know. So I don't know if we'll keep it or not. We've got the Motegi wheels on there now. They look way better than the previous JRs. I really like those as a style, but we look at that. Need to go lower, baby. But anyway, the little Miata, good car. I like it. Also, look at that. Alpine Type E's in the headrest. Come on, they'll be popping, baby. That'll sound amazing. So we'll get them all wired in properly. We still need a wiring loom for it. I found a couple on eBay, but they were fucking expensive. And people were like, "Oh, I've cut the clips off of these," and I was like, "We'll figure something out once we get to it." But roof will be on first, then we'll get the wiring loom in, and then it'll be gravy, baby. Time for my favourite cars, yeah. We've got the two best cars in my lineup when it comes to tuner cars, but we're going to talk about this one first. The Nissan Silvia S15. I have owned this car over 6 years now. I can't believe it's been so long. I got very fortunate and I bought one when they weren't super desirable and super wanted by everybody, so I didn't pay the scene tax on them that they have now. But this is probably my most customized car I've ever had. We've obviously got the livery on it now, so it's like crazy 621. That was like an experiment we did. I've never really been a livery guy, if I'm completely honest. I like street cars. That's why the Civic never got like a Kanjo livery or nothing, like a Kanjo inspired type thing. Like, I wanted it to stay street car, but then we went to Dory Fest 2, which was an amazing event. I've got the towel on the dash. Martin did an amazing job with that event up at Driftland. Stu and him working together as a dream team, and it was so much fun, and I hope we get invited back next year because it was great. But the car has really suffered from that event. I think a lot of driving at Driftland, and it really hurt the car, but it's a good thing. Good thing we got that much we get to do that much driving. If you want to see a full spec breakdown on the Silvia, I'm going to link it up in the top corner. I can't talk to you about it in this video because it will become 45 minutes long just on this segment. But this car is, like I said, the most customized car I've ever had. and the most money I've ever spent modifying a car. The funniest thing is when I bought it, I didn't want one. I wanted an S2000 as my drift car, and I looked into it and it looked absolute nightmare and expensive to make them a good drift car. So I was like, what I'll do is I'll get the Nissan Silvia, because apparently they're good drift cars and it won't cost me any money and we can just go sideways for free. And I probably could have built 2 S2000 drift cars with the money I've put into this thing. But it's a fantastic spec car now. I've kept it real, what should I say, authentic. I wanted to make sure that everything I did to it was kind of like period correct. That's why we went for this sort of livery. I didn't want to go for all the tribal stuff because it's just not me. So I was like, I want it to be racing lines and yellow, basically. We've got the work wheels on it, the spare set of work wheels as well. I always run genuine wheels. It's something that I'm very passionate about when it comes to my main cars. They have to have proper wheels. We've got the Recaro pole position bucket seat. It's the best bucket seat on the market, in my opinion. I love it. I wish I could afford carbon fibre ones, but I can't. So we go for the plastic. We've got the Vertex wheel. But my main favourite thing in there is the Spoon Sports gear knob. I got one of the very few Nissan Fitment titanium spoon gear knobs that were made. It's a genuine one. I paid very little for it, and I think it's amazing. The Huxley roll cage, brilliant. This car's got a whole story, man. If you've never seen this car before and you've got a few hours free to watch a bunch of videos, check out the playlist of this. It's been a very roller coaster ride over the last 6 years. A lot of 4 years of drifting with a misfire, but that was solved by this. Let's have a look. People flex their Rolexes right on Instagram and stuff. I should be flexing this, baby. This is like DYSR, fully forged, perfectly built for me only. Customized with the fluorescent yellow rocker cover. Got the Trust super titanium, amazing oil cap in there. I love it. This is Cusco strop brace that I sprayed fluorescent yellow back in the day. Got the HPI intercooler stuff, and this cooler, I can't even remember what brand this is, the oil cooler, oil catch can, sorry, on there. APW manifold. We've got the Grady 2867 R Gen 2 turbo, the relocation kit for the oil. Oh man, this car got blitz. It's such a cool car now. We've got the 326 power blue headlight. Sorry, I could talk forever about this, man. I love this car so much, man, and it's become a real part of my fabric as a human being. I really identify with owning this car. Like I said, I'm not a massive livery guy, so I don't know if we're going to keep the livery on next year. I might try and do something a little bit more subtle down just the sides with a couple of branding bits on there. But I do like how this one looks. I think it looks pretty cool, and I hope you guys like it too. But like I said, please leave me comments down below. I'm always open to your opinions and thoughts, even if I ignore them. I like to hear them, so I'm not being ignorant. I just like my car. I just like my cars being a certain way, and I just build them for myself. And I don't think that's why I really take them to shows and stuff either, because like I fucking don't like people touching them. Like, let's talk about the Civic now, because when I took this is my Civic. Okay, so this is the car. This is the car that kicked off everything for me, really. My first ever full build, nut and bolt restoration. I've owned this car for 11 years now. And once again, I've done a full spec breakdown on this, and it hasn't changed, I don't think, really. So, linked up in the corner right now if you want to check out the full build on the Civic. Just getting it out today and seeing it again made me feel warm inside. I love this car. It's so customized just to me. We've got a one-off set of Volks, one of 10 sets in the entire world, only set in England on this car. We've got the Spoon Sports brakes, we've got the Gen 1 genuine spoon mirrors, once again the Recaro pole position, we've got a beautiful gnarly steering wheel, and once again that titanium spoon gear knob in the car. We've got the track car door cards in there as well. So it weighs 893 kilograms with factory glass, which is insane. I actually had plastic windows for it, but then when we got it weighed, I was like, what's the point of taking the glass out if it weighs that anyway? I'm the problem. I need to lose weight. So we're, like I said, we really want to do it. We've got the Cusco roll cage in there. This is a very true to form JDM inspired build. So everything on this car is what you would see racing on the Kanjo, bar the livery. So I'm not putting a livery on it. I had the car completely restored, all of the arches cut out, all of the sills cut out. It was complete nut and bolt restoration, this thing, done at Castleport Restoration, the same place where the M3 is going. So I know the work is going to be amazing on the M3. I've got so many trinkets on this car, so many beautiful little parts, from the Osaka JDM spoiler, which you can see here. This is the first ever one to hit English shores. So that was the first ever Osaka JDM spoiler in the country, and it's on my car. Like I said, I've got the one-off wheels that are the only set in the UK. You will not find another set the same spec and colour as them, which is a very beautiful thing for me, because I bought them when I was in Japan at Aslan. They're one of their Aslan spec wheels. Anybody that knows Hondas will know who Aslan are, and they're just a fantastic company. Under the bonnet, we've got some really cool things too. So under here you'll see the Cusco carbon fibre strut brace. We kept the OEM airbox because I just felt like I didn't want any heat soak or any bollocks like that. So we did is we cut a hole underneath into the front vent, which is down here, and that is actually a genuine Jay's Racing front vent for the air scoop to go up into the OEM ear tank. You've got Jay's Racing oil cap. Fully rebuilt B16 A2, all original engine. It's just fully rebuilt with brand new everything that I bought genuine from Honda. But my favourite part, other than the CSF radiator in here, is the Toda manifold. Now that is a really rare part, and it is obviously going a bit showing its age a little bit, but it's a genuine Toda manifold. So most of the replicas on the market are replicas of this manifold. This manifold is, in my opinion, the best manifold you can get for the B series engines. I'll let you bring that back up. For the B series engines, that is the best manifold you can get. We run an SAE DC2 gearbox in here as well, which is good, really good. But at the moment, it's starting to crunch into third. Also, I think the speed sensor's gone in it, so it wasn't VTECing in fifth. It also idles really, really high now when you start it. So we've got a lot of stuff to look at on this car, but I'm not going to lie, my pockets aren't deep enough, cuzzy, for all of this. So this is why the Civic's kind of in semi-retirement at the moment, and we're just kind of waiting to see when we get back to this. What I'd quite like to do, my plan of action is next year, Clio, smash that around, have a load of fun in the Clio, really learn track days again, really learn being confident behind the track days, learn the Nürburgring. I know I need to sit on a Sato and learn it. I have been doing it a little bit, but my brain just, I need to shoot people online. I can't just do racing games. It's really annoying. But one day I'd like to book on a track day at the Nürburgring and turn up with this. And take the Civic round. I think me and a Honda Civic, especially with little VTEC one, is my dream team. So yeah, that's the little car collection we've got going on. Obviously much in the Chevy in the background. I know there might be some questions. That's my dad's, so I don't really feel about talking about that. It's really my responsibility. It's not my car yet, I guess I should say yet, because I guess one day it will be, but I don't really want that to happen anytime soon. What's he doing? Is he just being annoying? Or Finn, stop being annoying. Come here. Finn's just had a wash. Come here. Come here, bud. He's getting old now, bless him. There he is. Hey, Finny. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap up the video now. I guess we will wrap up the video now. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, leave some comments down below. I'll send you out one of the free t-shirts if I pick you in the next one. So stay tuned. If I don't post it in the video, it will be on the community hub page. So make sure you keep check on that. Let me know which is your favourite out of the lineup. I'd be interested to know what the audience likes the most. Because over the years, we've gone from doing the Hondas to the drifting into the BMW M car stuff. And, you know, I've got a wide variety of interests in cars. And I'm not really done here yet either. Like, there's other things I'd like to build. It's just money is like the big thing that holds us back, and time as well. Obviously, having the amazing job working for Drift Masters, LZ World Tour, popping up here and there, getting to do all of that stuff. It does absorb time, but it's 100% worth it. I really love doing it. So yeah, let me know down below if you've got any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. It's a well overdue garage update. And the reason we've actually got all the cars here together for the first time in ages is my friends at Drift Games are coming down. So we're going to show you them around, and yeah, I guess we'll film a little bit when they get here as well, maybe. But if not, at least we've got a video out of it as well. Now, Sam, should we go get a drink? It's so hot, man. All right. Peace and love, people. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next upload. So make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell, and leave a comment for a chance to win a 621 t-shirt. I'm out. See you soon.